Där kör vi. Hi and welcome. My name is Katrine and this is our Vampire the Masquerade stream, season 3, which is the final season of our vampire campaign, and it has been so far titled The Three Kingdoms. And this is the little teaser before the last and final episode of years of fun and tears and drama and action and stories. But before, as per usual, and then one of the few last times we are going to say this for this story, I would very much like my beautiful players to introduce themselves as well as their character.
Hi, I'm Tarjei. I'm playing Christopher Falcone, sired by Ophelia Masters. Recently decided to reclaim his own name, not to surf on the accomplishments of his elders. He is a 9th generation Ventrue. He is the prince of the city of Boston, a handful of vampires left alive at least. And yeah, it's gotta be ugly.
Hi, I'm Daniel. I play the True Fae Changeling Goblin creature. Not a fairy. Very important, not a fairy. Known as the Prince of Daggers, the Autumn Knight, the Keeper of the Door, the Moth King, etc., etc., etc.
Hi, I am Marianne and I play Siobhan York, now Price, now Daria Volkova, and I'm a nice bitch. Yeah.
Is she though? Is she though?
I'm trying, okay?
Is she though?
Are you though? Are you though?
Are you though? Are you though? I am unsure, but it will go to show. Can you speak, Mariana, 2 seconds? Just to see if your sound is there.
Yes, hello.
Yeah. It just seems like when we're speaking at the same time that the sound seemed a little bit wobbly, but we're good. We can handle technical things. So this will be like a little teaser for the last episode where we move our last pieces on this board of fighting for survival, justice, fairness, love, many different things. And we've already seen last episode that my dear players, and I do expect this from them, they will not play clean, as they shouldn't in an end. Don't look so stressed. It's fine. But on that
Poor
note,
Marianne.
Poor Marianne. There's no poor Marianne. She knew what she was doing.
Oh no, I'm completely
hurt
blaming
me
the
as
storyteller.
I'm a
Probably hurt
victim
you
here
more.
too. I'm a victim.
Are you though?
Are you though?
It's like punching
Yes.
someone and being like, yeah, but my hand hurts. It's like you broke someone's nose.
Oh, she broke something far more
But
fragile
I'm
than
just
the
the
nose.
puppet. Someone
His ego.
is like taking my hand and punching that in the nose.
Oh no, she did that when she was ship.
Yeah.
Oh, but I'm talking about all the rest, all other things, and what's to come. I take no ownership of that.
Yeah.
You just stabbed back. Someone else is twisting the knife.
Yeah, it's like if you move around on the knife, it's like if you get more hurt. Like,
Stop
like,
squirming.
yeah, stop squirming. Okay, on that note, we're going to start this evening's episodes, and we are going to start with the prince that has been, well, I don't know, what should we call it? Not manipulated, backstabbed. Well, there's so many great names. We're going to not start with what
Betrayed. I think the word you're searching for is betrayed.
E to Brutus.
Yeah, stabbed in the back by the one person he could not bring himself to hurt.
And how did that work out for him?
When will
You don't know. You don't know. It might help him.
No, it won't.
It can. We don't know. You don't know. You're just a fairy.
I know she's right. It can help someone. I'm pretty sure who it's going to help, and it's not the one to be helped. Yeah, pretty much you.
Well, on that note, Christopher, now Falcone, has he dropped the master?
Yeah, he's dropping the master. He's doing this on his own terms.
On his own terms. But he is in the master's estate, as
Yeah.
far as I do
Yes.
remember.
He gathered together the equipment he's going to bring, putting it in a rucksack.
And as I described last time, even though the master's estate got terribly destroyed, it has been rebuilt in the same spirit as it was before. Maybe to keep some of the heritage going. Of course, it still though is also in Christopher's taste and decor, but I think in respect for Ophelia, some parts have been kept.
Yeah, because he built the house itself, this exact same layout and dimensions, except that there are now some more little wider walls, which are not necessarily wholly thick, a little more maneuverable hidden passages and stuff like that. But otherwise, it's pretty much kept like rebuilt in the masters in both Montgomery and Ophelia's taste, which probably highlights the feeling that he's now having that this is not a home. This is just a place.
It's a temple. It's something. It's somewhere for someone else that lived a life, and it was never a home for Christopher, I think.
No.
And the halls feel very cold and very distant. Almost like it's very disconnected to this place. Maybe so also because you have, well, your soul is a little bit more tainted and your humanity is a little bit less. Maybe it's also because you have reclaimed your name.
Perhaps.
The mansion is dimly lit. And I don't know if he's called any ghouls to the manor or if he's
they're waiting. They're waiting for like all the private security forces and all that are going to go in with them are waiting for the strike team, with the exception, of course, of Dylan, who's going to give the mission of breaking his father out of prison and getting him out of the city safe, and then leaving the city himself.
As you stand there for a second, I'm just going to do this for a second. It's almost like you expect JJ to walk in any moment, ready to fight with you and protect you and stand by your side. It's almost like saddened that she's not there for this.
Why couldn't you see reason, JJ? The sword of Damocles, indeed. Oh well. I'll join you soon enough. But he's feeling anxious and a bit unsettled. What happened earlier in the night just rattled him. I need to ask. I need to know. Also, and he feels in his pocket and he feels it was a scarab, wasn't it?
Scarab.
The only question here is Elizabeth or Catalina? Closes his hands around it. A couple of nights ago, the question would have been easier answered. I would have given to Elizabeth in a heartbeat. But perhaps Catalina would have more use for it. No. Gift her the other one. He puts it back in his pocket. He checks the time. Just enough time to see two people.
Who might this be?
First, he texts Sakura and have her meet him at the Elysium. And then he goes to say goodbye to Elizabeth.
Elizabeth is still at your mother's house. So has she been moved?
No, well, the plan was they were going to move, but I'm not sure they had it yet. So either I go back there or I can meet them at one of the countless hotel rooms that I have occupied in the city, and that's up to some storyteller. It's not No, she probably still. I'll go back to the house. She's probably still at the house. It's not that far.
No,
Okay.
and it's everything is like because we do these
Yeah.
endless nights.
Yeah, and
so-
it's like he hurries. Yeah. Ah,
As he hold on, as he hurries out, I would like him to do wits awareness.
2 successes.
As he scurries out of the master's estate, for a moment it was like something moved.
Moved.
Like then maybe something fell somewhere.
He stops.
But-
Try not to look. It's just because he has been seeing people who've been dead for a while recently. So he sort of like tried to look at first out of the corner of his eyes without really looking to see if there's something just on the edge of reality.
Well, you're dead. If you had been human, well, it would have gone cold down your spine. But at this moment, everything seems still, and there's nothing more catching your eye. So whatever that was, it's not moving anywhere.
He stops, looks around a last time, just if you can notice anything different, anything out of place or. Ah, well. Time to get this thing done. And he leaves.
As he leaves, because we're doing these cutscenes, but these are the final night, the camera that would naturally follow Christopher or glide into the night sky stops at the door and turns around and back into the office where the dining room that used to be where he would greet and meet people. A shadow there, blue eyes, golden hair, with great effort, has put a very delicate high heel on something. Looks like a note. Just pushing it into the darkness as she glides into it. So there. Well, he doesn't know, so it doesn't really matter in the scheme. We're gonna follow Christopher for a little bit longer.
He hurries back to the mansion, walks in. Well, it's all set. Elizabeth.
Is everything ready? Your child, he stirs, but I'm keeping his mind in check. He will not rage.
Good. When he is master of his own mind and body, take him to speak and speak with the keeper of the Elysium, Odd Molly. Hopefully she can be an important ally.
I'll make sure, but are you sure you do not want me to come with you? I can be an asset in this.
I know you can, but I will not risk you. Besides, someone's got to be here, take care of him, and wait for me to return so we can leave this wretched city.
We will leave,
But
right, Christopher? We will leave.
as
It
long as I
puts a
come back,
hand on your heart.
I mean, the feeling that he once felt is not there, but he remembers what it was like, and it pains him actually. But yes, but I didn't wish to talk about this, but the realist in me demands it. If for some terrible thing happens and I cannot come back, you should have this. It's but a small token to repair what I did to you, but hopefully it can bring you some joy.
She looks at it, and is it the scarab?
Yeah.
It is beautiful, and
It has strange occult properties. With that, my dear, you will be able to both see and feel the rays of the sun without burning. It will temporarily, as long as you carry it, suspend that part of the curse. Though, of course, it will still hold the terror we feel from it.
She looks at it, and now you recognize Elizabeth from old. Why does this feel like a payoff?
It's not a payoff. But like I
Why
said,
does it feel like you're putting something in a scale?
it's going to be an arduous task tonight. And as much as I would like to guarantee that I make it back,
Like it
cannot
or
give
not,
her-
Christopher, I will feel if you slip and go.
then at least believe me in this. Even if this body should be destroyed, I shall endeavor to find my way back to you one way or another.
She grabs you. She quivers. You feel her. She's borderline, like hysterically crying. She bites it down. Promise you come back. Just lie to me if you need to. Just promise me you come back.
Knowing full well that a couple of nights before he would not have been able to do so, he lies easily. I'll come back. I promise. And I kiss her
And I
forehead.
choose to believe you. She looks straight in with her blue eyes into yours, almost searching for a truth, even though she also knows this taste like untruths. But maybe there's hope in it, and she will cling to that. She caresses your cheek. I will be there in spirit and in love and in heart and in hope for us.
I need to get one thing from upstairs. If I'm not back down in 2 minutes, come and get me, please.
On that note, the camera's going to swing out, and it's going to land with first with Shiv. Are we still Shiv?
No, she
No.
no. Let's just say I think she is even more confused right now than what she was before. And maybe a little pissed off. But that's Daria for you.
That's Daria for you. Well, the blood ritual. The sacrificing of the blood of Eve.
What she did not see.
Nope. So how is Volkova feeling about the situation in the room, reeking of blood and magic?
Hashimoto.
You see he walks around and he's lit the candle, put up the bowl with specific herbs. You see the body of, well, who gives a shit what he's called, is there. Also, well, you can barely hear a heartbeat.
Where is she? And whose blood is this?
You decided on a different approach on your sacrifice. I must say it was ingenious. I hadn't thought about it. It almost makes the ritual a little bit more potent.
This is her blood?
It is Eve's, yes.
I do not understand what is going on, but that was not my decision to do that. And she's...
Do not
She's-
worry. You chose to give her another way.
I do not remember that.
Well, it's not uncommon, dearest Shiv, when it's in the thralls of an embrace. One loses himself to the beast and creation, not to necessarily remember all the details. You can obviously roll and see if you love.
With insight, right?
Yeah.
Okay. 3 successes.
Yeah, you're not buying what the fuck he's selling.
Really? Hmm.
I wouldn't be
How
concerned.
interesting. And now Daria is wondering what he is up to. And you were here, performing or doing your little doodles.
I was making sure that the blood sacrifice was done so correct.
And you
The
witnessed
host.
this. Good.
I gave you some privacy. Come on.
Right. This night just gets more interesting by the minute. When are we due to leave? I want to get this over with.
Everything is, as we speak, being packed up. You only need to give some of your blood into this. You hold up a big bowl and you smell its different bloods, but it's spicy. It oozes of magic and ritual.
Yeah. Is there anything sharp in there? But if not, I'll just do some bitey and
Yeah, your
some
teeth
pressing and some whirling of the blood. Yeah.
And you see the moment your blood hits the vat, you see like trickles almost you can see into a black sea. It almost like this vat is golden bowl. Feels like it could be 2,000 meters down into the sea. It's almost like it's a whirlpool of magic. Like a gate. A black gate.
I forget how beautiful this could be. Why do I do that? Why do I... never mind.
Does it feel natural to you? Almost
Yes.
like a cat. He says it over his shoulder as he walks back to the body of frickin' hell, I've forgotten his name. You're a toy boy. Marco Polo. Marco. He's covered in writing. And he lifts his neck up and he's starting to pour the liquid down his throat.
Let's just say that your little scribbles could have been more refined.
How so?
Well, you're missing some details.
Oh, please, indulge me.
Now Marianne has no clue. I hope Daria knows.
Daria knows. And Daria knows it instinctively that almost like you feel as Daria says, yes, he's scholar. But whoever was his master let him go too soon. Almost like how he ends his bush drugs, and almost like the punctuation in the spells are a little bit schoolboy. Correct. But it could have been more elegant. And almost like in the back of your head, you said that I wasn't taught that. And the thing that thinks it's Shiv is almost a little bit freaked out by that. But I was never taught. I've never been taught.
But at the same time, she has a good eye for art and calligraphy, and that
could have just as easily been that.
I don't think I have time to train your eye right now. But you should keep practicing, because this is sloppy.
I do apologize.
This is not why I'm here. I'm not here to give you an art lesson. Or any lesson at all.
You see, he bows very, 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 very deep, even as he is pouring this endless liquid into Marco's. It's almost like he is not there. That used to be a vampire. Whatever that is now, whoever he was, there's a void. And you instantly know that there's a void.
He served me well. He was entertaining, that's for sure.
You can also do because you have a cult, so you can also do an inside the cult. I should look at them just to see if you can get some information.
I have like nothing in it, so that's going to be really.
Oh, well, then I can vote someone for you.
Yeah, because
You
I
have
have
nothing. You have nothing in a cult, don't you?
no.
I got you. Don't worry.
I have Shiv has one, so that's.
Okay. You have because you have the one with the
I just had a
That's,
simple one.
yeah, but then you need 2 of these, right? So
Yeah. If it's going to be anything fun.
yeah, no, then you have 4 successes, and interesting. What a gateway here.
The power of this. What you creating here? And I'm just keeping my eyes on Marco and the blood. I don't think you ever walked me through it. I mean, no, I don't really give a shit unless it works, but still, there is something to this.
Well,
There
we
is-
are, in a sense, taking this young sacrifice. Almost like he's brushing away the curls of Marco's forehead. Marco is not there. The eyes are dead. Even though, well, you can't really hear a heartbeat because that would be wrong. But you sense there's a life within him. I said heartbeat before, but vampires don't have heartbeat. But you sense him as a gate, like a path, not a hole. It's because this is Daria, because she knows these type of rituals.
Yeah.
It's a gate. It's the best. It's more complex than that, but that's the only thing in her mind that she's thinking.
Yeah.
And
you already lied to her right now, so.
Yeah.
Is there. Now with this newfound knowledge, is there anything that she sees that she could affect to actually change the result into what she believes that she wants? Is there anything like that is obviously a red flag? What he just lied is a red flag. There's so many red flags here right now that I am like, is there any like, can she do anything to tweak what he's already done?
You feel like this is a ritual that's almost like it's been going on for years. For years. It's almost like you would say you can, if you want to stop this, I can do it. Now that bit is done. There's no then it
Turning
needs to be massively vulgar for you to do it. All these hard, insane magical components now. It's been taking years to get there. So to change anything now needs to be physically vulgar.
What is vulgar? Let's see in the book of vulgarity. I actually want to do some dominance on this poor little man. I know it's not a man. I know it's not poor.
Damn.
Sorry. Is there anything I can do? I don't like what he's selling. Okay.
What? Then you're nicely friendly.
And I have it written down. I need to read something. I'm so sorry for you using this. I just need to check what we agreed to.
If you need a minute, I
Okay,
can,
no, I'm going to go closer to Hashimoto. And I'm going to use Mesmerize on him. And now I need dice. And I'm going to do kind of practically the same as I did to Christopher on him, if I can. Let's see, rose check. I got a 6, so that is manipulate and dominate. Oh. 5 plus.
I've rolled.
Okay, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if I need to, yeah, I have 5. Yeah, I'm not.
You go very close and you do what?
I touch his hand and I look into his eyes. Hashimoto, I do feel like there is more to this. And I really want you to let me in on your plan.
And you use Mesmerize, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you have rolled. I have rolled against you.
Yeah.
And immediate as Daria Volkova has done the power, it's almost she's doing this in a Tremere laboratory, warded to hell and high water.
Oh, so she would have known that before.
But
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
damn it.
Yeah.
Because she's not fully, she thinks she's still a Shiv. Shiv wouldn't necessarily thought about it. But when Daria does it and she sees it, it almost like it bounces off him.
Yeah. Okay. So I can actually react on that knowledge now. Yeah. See, there is things you're not telling me and all these glitches. And I can see that he is not going to be what you promised. And that worries me, and whatever friendship that we have created over these years. 5 years. I know that's not a lot of time on your side, but still some effort has been put into this. So why? And please, I see your words. I know you can counter as much as you like, but I would really appreciate it if you would be, on this last night at least, a little candid, a little honest with me. After all, we are such good pals, are we not?
Are you ready for the truth? Are you ready for this with me? I fear that I am a weak man. Flawed man. I'm a flawed creature that will stumble on the finish line when I've done nothing but be loyal to you.
Loyal to me would be to fulfill the promise that you made and the deal that we had.
And I will give you everything that you want and then some.
Then why is he not? He's not a vessel. How are you bringing him back if he is not a vessel?
Because he's the path. You see Hashimoto goes down on his knee, and the kimono opens a little bit, and he sits. For my love for you, for everything I could ever done for you, I willingly sacrifice my being. I will not return. In my vessel, there is not enough magic to create what you need. as a humble servant. I will not live past this night. And I am overjoyed.
What are you trying to achieve?
I am
You're
bringing back someone that will change the world for the kindred, for the Tremere. You get to be you. And you get love. To be with your love. Your one true love.
I'm going to do an inside roll on this. That's just a skull, that's it. So that's a failure with now a skull. So I believe him?
You believe him 100%. You can also take a little stain.
Did we talk about stains? Like,
No,
because I don't have anything. I don't have any holes left in my little
well
thing.
then,
Okay,
you lose humanity.
Holy
Pew.
fuck!
We're almost gonna go
Ouch.
to the mosque. We're just gonna.
Ouch!
You believe him, but then the room feels weird, and for a moment, Shiv, you're pushed out. You Shiv, proper Shiv. You stumble out of Daria into the hands of Trixie and Aiden. And they look around, shit, it's too soon, it's too fucking soon. She's taking control. Shiv, you gotta get in there. You gotta take over. She's asking too many questions. She's taking over. If she knows you're there too soon, she will push you out.
I will try. Of course, I will try. And I need this night to work. After what I did to Christopher.
Like Aiden holds you really tight, and Trixie's like, I know you can do it. I know you can do it.
Does Christopher? No, sorry. Does Hasimoto has to live for their plan to work? No, right? That's not a thing.
No, they don't need him.
No.
Well,
No.
they
The
needed
only
him-
reason Chris
they
didn't
needed him.
try to kill him is because Shiv expressly asked him not to. Otherwise, he's been blown him up to pieces.
Yeah, I
more
know. I
than-
was just trying to figure out why I said
Trixie
that.
then no, Trixie then needed him.
Yeah.
Because they needed this whole charade to go to the finish line.
Yeah.
They needed Hashimoto to believe in it. They need the shit show Daria Shiv to believe in it. They need all that to be believed in.
God, I really hope. And Trixie, you better. If we succeed, you better fucking clean up. Or everything is to waste.
I'll fix. I think I can fix.
I'll give her a big hug and then I'll hug it. Well, I'll.
Yeah, he kisses you on top of
Smooch.
your.
Yeah.
And it turns around and he's like, go back in. Go back in. Go to sleep. And it looks like when you stare into the eyes of Trixie and you feel the vortex, it almost like you are a spiritual form. But on that note, as she does this, and for the camera, Daria in full glory, hair is completely changed, her facial structure on Shiv is completely changed, and she's staring at Hashimoto, and it's like, what a beautiful servant I have. As all good servants should sacrifice themselves for their master. And Daria Volkova, who cannot feel true love, feels at least the need. Because her soul is one of the wickedest things to ever put themselves in Boston. That now the camera's going to pan out into the scene with the Moth King as he is basically getting ready to move on and go and move his troops.
Yeah, I think now that everyone is ready, he's gone over and just made sure, found out whoever's sort of made sure that they've been sort of split up into, proper teams and groups. Have Shadow sort of as a general, because she knows she's been spending time getting to know
Yeah, 100%.
exactly what we have and all that. And yeah, unless any important NPC wants, or I mean anyone wants to stop me and tell me something on the way before we leave, then I think we're just gonna head out, get to the graveyard, and sort of just take position around in the area.
Krasjet internet hans, eller? Nei,
It's
he's
back.
back.
Okay. Good.
Yeah, you the boop. Because you've done the big wolf big. You see the little one in the vest. He is ever so proud. Snow did return last episode, I am sure.
Yes.
Saying that the old one is.
Yes, and that's when I gave her the decree of that.
Yeah.
Only live on inspiration for a while. Be good.
Come
Be
on
good
down.
little things.
Yeah.
And yeah, so just get everyone ready to march. Find out where this graveyard is and sort of just be in the area.
Well, you're walking close, and you put up, and all your entire army is hidden from the sight of humans. But if a human were to pass, well, it's also what demeanor your group is in. You are led by. If a poor human would walk past or between this group of nightmare creature, it's either an inspirational experience or that person is driven to absolute madness.
Yeah, I think the only thing that's visible is, just a tired, haggard bartender with a dog. Just walking through the streets, walking through the back alleys, while the shadows seem to sort of almost cling to be darker, to stretch and be longer.
So that again, if his demeanor is the ferociousness, or is he inspired?
Now, in this moment, it's war. It's ready for death and destruction. This is the nightmare in Nightmare Creature that's walking around. Stepping on a shadow would feel like someone stepping on your grave.
So have you have now allowed your nightmare creatures to feed without impunity?
Oh yes,
but that's not going to be pretty then, because you see them fall into buildings and ravage.
Yeah,
and crawl into dreams and take.
This night will be remembered as a horrible night for everyone.
A very horrible night for everyone. It is
but after this night, at sunrise, we'll stop with this horribleness. But until sunrise, yeah, absolutely. Just no impunity, whatever. Gain the strength they can in any way necessary.
Shadow looks at you. This does not bother her. She is not from the land of Adam. This is fine for her. Warriors need to be well fed and good to go. They need to have your glamour. And if you need to break a couple of eggs to make an omelette, so to speak, she doesn't see the problem with it.
It's better to have a few, terrified people around than having no people around.
At all. But she looks at you, almost like she's standing beside you. Like, I wonder how the Adams of this world will talk about this night. And it's the story we are writing will be very different.
Well, There's a saying in this world that it's darkest just before the dawn. Which it's just untrue, because the closer you get to dawn, the lighter it will get. So
That's a very odd expression indeed. I do not understand it. But as she is
maybe they'll
speaking,
finally see the darkness.
but as she is speaking to you and you're speaking to her, it's almost like you see its petals in the air. White petals are blowing. It shouldn't be.
I look to wherever they're coming from, if I can discern a direction. Or...
You're on the bottom of Cop Hill, on the beautiful old brick buildings all the way up, and there's an old graveyard on top here. So it's quite a scenic area. It's almost like Shadow is not even aware that you are looking or moving if you so are, but you hear the wind calling. You see petals on the wind, almost like you see not light, but the light bugs, the night bugs.
He's just gonna look at that for a moment and think of home.
And almost like a rip in the dreaming, in the reality, almost like a little pocket of a dream, like a hidden little dream. White gown, long hair. The goddess stares at you. Behind her is a night sky filled with silver, and the trees are covered in apple blossom. It's almost as you're gazing through a looking glass, and some of it, because the magic is strong, is dripping in to the land of Adam.
At this
You've heard
point,
tales of
he
her.
would
She is
just
fey,
be,
true.
yeah, he'd just be awestruck and everything, like even the thought of looking away and averting the gaze just absolutely just drops, and he just stares into this utter beauty, into this purest and truest thing.
I'm speaking to you night, beyond the timelines of this world. I'm speaking to you from the land where we lay down, from the oak, from the great sleep. Your name and being has crossed my child, and I fear that you and her will be at odds. I am torn, dearest friend, between the interest of my child and the interest of my people. You have within your person a thing of great power. The only thing that could harm my child. Was sent her to me, the plains of death. Within your grasps you have the pearl of mercy. You may use it. I will not sway you for her again.
And I just look upon her and say, sending your child home, will it spare my people? My home?
I would never do anything to harm the dreaming, even my love and my creation. If there is a chance of it. But I will not influence your story. You know the law. Me even being here could already have changed unthinkable thing. You must choose between mercy or damnation. And in doing so, you might even redeem yourself. Your fate has been locked. Think of it, sweet prince of the autumn hall. Think of it. As she drags in almost like this pocket universe of the dreaming, almost like it shuts on itself into the gust of these petals.
And this haggard-looking bartender, you can just see sort of the tears streaming down the face of just the utter beauty. And not even aware of it, I think, in this moment where he's just sort of, and he just keeps staring at this point where she was, until someone eventually, will be like, King, hello.
Yeah, you see shadows like, and you're still just sitting there, sitting on the mount.
Yeah. No, yeah, and just, and he's just like,
this is not the time to lose your nerve, King.
and I just look at her, and there's just a smile, just the coy smile of someone who's
and the smoke comes, and she's
I know someone who's just seen a way out, someone who's absolutely been prepared to die, and who's 99.9% sure it's gonna end in damnation and fire. And now, not only is there a way, there's I feel the winds are favorable tonight.
She turns around and it's almost like she shouts at the now very feral, dangerous nightmare horde, because these are not faith anymore. These are definitely, for a hunter who would view this, would be calling in the troops. How you are feeling about the pit, for hunters seeing
they would nuke the city.
That would be like, we're fucked, fuck, just get out. Like, generations of humans will be ravaged of what these nightmare creatures are doing this evening. And they are feral, and they are excited, and they are like, we will survive. And you hear Shadow shout, we will take this night. And they shout back that they will. And on that little note, we're going to have a tiny break. But we're bouncing in between, because this is the little, sweet little...
just the inkling, just closer and closer and closer.
Until you all fall over.
A quick break, and we'll be back in just a few.
Good.
Bye. Welcome back from the break. We're going to jump in with a scene with Christopher as he now
walks upstairs.
Upstairs.
And for just a tiny little second here, I'd like to kick my fellow players out. It will be quick.
Like, oh, yeah,
Yeah, wave at me when we're back.
we will do this.
You should thank me, Daniel. That's all I'm saying.
Yep, let's go.
He walks up. He picks up the painting. Finds a bag to put it in, but before he puts it in there, he can't put rest that nagging feeling in the back of his head that something is wrong. Why did he act that way he did earlier tonight? Why? And a pang of fear shoots through him. And he puts the painting up. He looks deep into it. Will my conviction hold up when the time comes? Will my resolve be strong? Will I fail?
The sands begin to roughly move, and a scene is painted in the sand. And the sands show, they can't really show the horror of the pit. But Christopher knows the horror of the pit, even though it's almost
He doesn't want to see that now. That has weight. But how will he act?
But then you see the ritual and Amber and everybody else fighting. You walk over to Amber. And you shush her. You go, shh. And she cannot speak.
He looks away and pulls the painting down, disgusted of himself. So be it. He puts the painting in the bag and he runs out, jumps in his car and drives as fast as he can. No, wait, no. Drives as fast as he can to the Elysium where he's going to meet Sakura and talk to Odd Molly. As soon as he gets there, he looks around for Sakura.
Well, she stands there.
Sakura. A quick chat with Odd Molly to introduce you, so that when this is done, your mantle can be taken up as Primogen, hopefully with her support. There's just one thing. There's one thing. When we are there tonight, in that cavern with a pit, I fear I might fail. I fear my resolve will not hold up. If that happens, stop me. If I do anything to sabotage or, for some matter, something to hinder our effort, I lay it on you to stop me. Either you use this to immobilize me and I hand her a stake, or you cut off my arm or foot or whatever it takes and I give her a machete. You do what needs to be done. That is your job.
If you try to stop what needs to be done, I will stop you, Prince.
I don't know if I will. It's a nagging feeling in me that something is not right. That something has happened. And I have received an omen that might portend to me failing the one thing I've been fighting for. But if I do, I hope you will be able to finish it. Come what it take.
Whatever is in my power.
Now let's speak with Odd Molly. And then they can.
This is the international side for put your shit in your ear.
And that's what I thought you did.
Yeah, I did. I was a little bit too quick.
Ah.
Yeah.
Premature.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
It happens to the best of us.
Yeah. Odd Molly walked in from the shadow, and she looked very somber indeed.
Keeper Felician, thank you for seeing us. I wish it would have been in better times, but as it is, these are the cards we've been dealt, and we must deal with it accordingly.
I fear there will be no Elysium after this night, or no one to keep it.
I hope
have
that is
need of it.
wrong. I hope we will prevail and that our kind will continue to live and exist and thrive in this city. I hope you will stay on as Keeper of Elysium and help rebuild your clan. And it is that matter that I have come to see you, to introduce to you, probably, the Ruby Spider, Sakura.
She bows very deeply and respectfully to Oddmolly. It's almost like Oddmolly. I have always had the eye to know my own, and I've always been curious of the double masquerades to hide her true limit.
It was a favor asked of two people. Originally, a trade-off for aiding one of ours, a friend, in her endeavor. Sakura is the child of the crow.
That explains a lot.
And I must say that I believe that she will live up to be ever great a man as he was. And I hope you believe me when I say that there's no other vampire in this city with the possibility of JJ that I ever esteemed more than I did of the crow. And I believe that Sakura here will prove just as able and as competent and wise as he was.
Those are quite the words.
They are.
Honor you bestow upon her. Can she live up to the
I hope so. And I hope that with your support, as you rebuild this city, as we hopefully will, that you will grant your support for her to lead your clan in this city. We need younger ones in places of power here as well. The world is changing so quickly. You know this. Older ones are hearing the call of the old country. We need to look past all, not look past and not forget, but to augment and to better and improve traditions if we wish to stay a strong Camarilla city. Otherwise, the wolves at the door, the anarchs, the sabbats, all other riffraff will come howling.
I agree with you. The city is changing, and perhaps our young generation, not so sullied like the former, can do better.
For there to be a future, there must be a generation without the sins of its fathers and mothers.
Exactly. There might need to be a clean break from that tradition. New houses, new alliances, new respect, new bond.
But there should also be someone with this understanding and also the knowledge and experience that you possess. So I hope you will stay on.
There is no other place in this world for me until I hear the calling.
I'm glad.
I will not
Now,
leave until
we will go
I'm
and
done.
deal with the situation with the Queen of Bones.
Best of luck to you, friend.
Thank you. And with that, he and Sakura leaves to meet up with the rest, with the Autumn Knights and everyone else.
And two Lathumbra creatures that are being pulled.
Yep, it'll be fun to meet.
Well, on that note, we're gonna straight back into the very dramatic scene with Daria and Shiv and Hasimoto. And the first thing Mayana is gonna experience is Daria in full glory. And then this moment, as she stands there, it's like, have I been sleeping? It's almost like what is really true.
Does she understand that she is her?
Almost. It's like you're that close. It's like almost like this thing that thinks it's Shiv, which Shiv's wit and Shiv's. You just have to think very dark Shiv now, knowing that someone is fucking with me on the grand scale, and who is pulling the wool over my eyes. And it's almost like Daria can taste the truth in the room, almost like the truth is in this room. Almost like looking down at their hands and feeling like strange, but the skin is different. Of course, this is Daria living in Shiv's flesh. It is very odd. And I know this is very difficult for you to play upon, so I'm just giving you that little bit of taste of experience, and then we want Shiv to take control. First of all, you can try one die.
I'm scared of succeeding now. I have a 7, so unless the rules have changed.
Nope. Yeah.
Exactly.
But now I want your wits resolve. I want you to almost like you mentally push taking
with any of
Daria.
these or just without?
You do not need the blood dice.
No. Wits resolve.
I'm gonna roll against you.
It's 5. I mean, if I use well to reroll, I can.
It's fine. It's fine. I have 3. It's fine. I have 3. It's fine. As you push through her, for a moment, you see, almost like she's looking at you. Almost you like that's why you're doing a ritual. So like, whoop, woo.
I'm not here. I'm not here.
La, 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 la. Go sleep, bitch. Go sleep. And you stumble in to the form. Hearing what you've been hearing, Hashimoto sitting there offering up his physical form, his soul, his everything. And now you know why he is so adamant.
Five years it took you. 5 years. How does it end?
As it needs to. I am willing to lay down my very existence for this.
Oh, hush now.
Birth.
Hush now. I think I understand. There is no need for that. Not now. I think I would be more than happy to see you sacrifice yourself. Of course it's...
He won't stop doing that.
But that is... The moment has to be right, does it not?
You don't.
So I think we should collect our things and get moving.
As we should.
I want you to treat me with the respect that I deserve. From now on, don't grovel too much, but keep it pretty.
As you wish. Everything is ready.
How long can I be... How long can I be this... How long can Shiv be in control? She has no clue, right?
She has no clue, because I might start rolling against you.
Yeah. I think Marianne is just really fucking confused about how long she should keep this going.
You see he gets up and he snaps his fingers and ghouls come in. They pack down. Marco.
Is there anything that I should be aware of? I'm guessing we are not, well, you might call them friends, but there is more to this night than what you are offering up. As it has been.
We do not have to worry about the Queen of Bone, or the souls that reside.
And what about the other ones? The unwelcomed ones?
They will be dealt with.
How?
As I have understood it, you've been to the pit before and seen a soul.
I have.
Well, these souls are now been fed. They have been taken care of the mother bone. And they are very capable of doing what they need doing.
And they will not act against us.
No.
How do you know?
I know.
Of course I can take care of myself, but still.
They will not.
What other precautions do you have towards her, towards them? Towards uninvited guests, such as...
My job is not the security, that is the mother bone.
She's dealt with Fae before, has she?
You might say she has transcended to a different state of being.
Interesting. And what about the prince? I'm sure he'll show up.
And I'm sure he will try all his little tricks, but against the horde of Wraith, could such a young thing really truly do?
It's more tenacity than you know. And he has allies, such as you and I.
I will also make them sure that he is the target of our favorite rat.
He has... He has a mage with him. Well, more than... No, not her. But I'm sure she will be with him. A human one.
A hedgemate.
Hmm.
Parlor tricks and card tricks at best.
She knows the pit. She was there when we were there. Maybe not in the flesh, but still she was.
And the pure terror of the place, I'm sure, will daunt her. And if not, again, the souls of that place. Do not worry. We will walk in to the dark hole, and you will be reborn into the shape you wish for. And your love will be at your side, as I have promised.
And you have to die for this to happen, do you? Or are you so afraid to stand in my light?
To ask reality, to say it in a different term, to agree, to break the rules. A life must be given for a life.
Very well.
And who I want to return is of more value than me.
We're still talking about my love, or do you have another plot twisted beneath your words?
I am speaking of the person I want to return. We both, as individuals, we want to return.
You will not tell me.
Does it matter at this point?
I would like to know if it's an ally or not.
Does not matter. You will leave this city with your love. And never look back.
And what of the city? What happens to
what
the
of it?
city when the pit falls? Not
It
much
will
of a
live
city.
to begin with. Go back to Europe and see the sight. You will be much happier.
Never much cared for this place, so perhaps you're right.
The world is yours, and you should taste all the pleasures of it.
I already have.
And taste more. As you are conversating this weird conversation, like ghouls are moving around. It's almost like you're not really aware, but you're being dressed again.
Again? Okay.
Again!
And I was going for as I was walking around, I wanted to look for a thing. Always looking
Someone
for
do
things.
stuff. Yeah, because you can wave them away.
Yeah, but I
Try to
think
dress you.
if I talk to him, can I just like circle around and I think what the ghouls, if they're paying attention, will see is that she is grabbing a little small golden chalice and she's taking out a knife and she's chopping off the tip of her finger, this one, and putting it into this chalice. Sorry. And just forcing out some blood as she's doing that. And lighting it on fire and basically going with this little chalice with this burning fingertip around. Almost like a wine glass as she talks.
Swirling in, yeah.
Yeah, almost. As she walks the room, talking to him. And then they can drag her off whenever. When I see blue flames, they can drag her off.
Blue flame. And at that point, everything is packed down. They're in these massive black vans. One of them that's very protected has the precious ones in it. And as you walk out, you see Callisto. She's also dressed now in very ritualistic gown. Her hair is loose and she looks somber.
Can I walk towards her?
Yeah.
I think I'll walk towards her and I will take her hand into my own. And I'm not going to. I will keep the flow going. I will. Does it seem like we're going into the same car, right?
Whatever car you want, there's several.
Yeah, but I'm going to make sure that she is in the same with me. And if anyone else tries to get in the same car, I'm going to refuse them.
Yeah, but it's the big sort of Beamers, so you're fine.
Yeah. Lester, dearest.
Siobhan.
I keep calling you dearest and it seems false. I understand. I know you did not ask for this.
Nor did you. But here we are.
Your role in all this. You know why, don't you?
It is written.
Have you forgotten, or are you...
My fate is divided in 3 forks in the road. And I have troubles seeing through the veil of fate and time which one of them would lead to my salvation.
What
Or
is your
threat.
salvation? What is that to you? Because being so entwined with this other thing, I would hope release was one of them. But that might not be true for you.
Well, that's a change of being, and that's going into the unknown. And even though I have existed for a very long time, going into the unknown is just as dreadful and frightening as it would be if I've had a minute on this plane. I do not seek death, Siobhan. I take no pleasure in it, but I will accept it. And as any living thing, for there is a part of me that's a very much a living thing, I will tremble in the cold light of death.
I don't know your face, but I imagine that if I'm one of those folks, survival horse might not be in your cards. And that is on me.
Maybe survival is not in your card.
Probably not. Probably not. But then again, I'm not really here, am I? I am not amongst living, even though I am part of this. And I just look at this body that is now starting to be very unfamiliar and not a safe harbor, and not me.
Then Calista says, well, then you understand my predicament. I am not really here. Yet I have feelings and fears and loves and desires. I know there is something within me that is timeless and great and powerful. And that I don't really know how old I am. I will promise you this, dearest Chip. Whatever fate happens this evening, I will accept it.
I think we must. But I do not want to walk you into this without taking some sort of responsibility.
Your soul will end on the scale in the end, and your heart will be balanced against the feather. Your reckoning, Shiv, will come at one point. Maybe not this night, but perhaps sometime in near distant future, you must be held accountable for your sins. Make sure that you are ready for that. No regrets, Shiv.
No.
She holds your hands when she says this thing, as the card rises into the night. As these two very feminine and different souls, both bound by a terrible fate, they really have no choice in moving forward. A lot of things have been done to them that was not of their design. None of them can blame the other. This is just what is. And sometimes things are just that. They are. But the karma's gonna pan out as a great nightmare horde of warriors are sitting at Cop Hill, and a prince arrives. And who does the prince have in his first skirmish? No, Carrie. Yeah. Mm. Mm-hmm. Well, you can. I'm sure that when you're there, because you arranged to meet here, you see, yeah, yeah, you see the bartender with the weird looking dog, and but you because do you have aspect? No, yeah, but you feel the vibration in the air. You see, cut. Well, you have your personal goals. You see also Catalina stops with another van, and you see she has her child there, the pretty boy, with her.
Are the also the have the little Las Sombras arrived?
Well, Catalina walks over as now the mocking. You see, there is the prince. Some of the vans are pulling up. You see the Catalina, the warrior. She steps up with another warrior type figure. He's clean shaven, Latin American, very pretty, hence the pretty boy. Tattoos, very biker, very very bartender pretty. And two more darker figures are pulled out of the back of the van.
Catalina, good
Not
to see you. Your child, huh? Give her a nod.
Not pretty.
And honored guests, I see.
They look skittish and said, "Please, Prince, we just want to leave the city. Our dearest sire, your father,
Well, if you want to leave, you will be able to leave. But if you want to stay, to mark your house as one of permanent residence, and as a full-fledged member of the city and the Camarilla, you're more than welcome."
They look at each other. But what would be the city seem to go to, pardon my French, to hell in a handbasket?
That is why we're here, to end this unruly unrest and these monstrous entities roaming. When it does, the city will be reborn. Changes will be made. Younger generations must be given a chance. The world is changing too fast. We need the younger generations, the newer blood, to step up, to assume responsibility, to be given a chance to prove themselves that they are worthy and that they have something to offer. Far too long we have been blind slaves to tradition. Now, tradition is fine, it should be kept, but it should be updated, augmented, and improved. But if you wish to leave, you are free to leave, of course. I will, however, ask for one favor from the two of you. Tonight we will face spirits of the dead, wraiths. Of course, not normal wraiths. No, these have been touched by an evil from hell itself. What I hoped was that you two might offer some insight, perhaps some help, or maybe even a ritual or two to protect us and ward us in our endeavors to stop them and save this city, to carve out a better future.
You see her gaze like narrows. If we did so, would a seat at the table be in the
You would be, of course, you would be official clan of the city. You would pick your own primogen. There is also, of course, a tradition in this city for siblings to share the role as primogen. You will be granted the right, both of you, to have one child.
Give us a little moment to parley, dearest prince. His
But of
smiles,
course.
cat-like.
I smiled to them and let them poly. And at that I pulled Catalina aside. Catalina, I have not the full time to explain this, but here is both a powerful and dangerous gift for you to use for the betterment of the city in the future.
She doesn't even open it. She just takes it,
Yeah.
gives it to...
Here's a small short letter explaining some of it I wrote in haste. If you need more, and if she survives, you should ask Sakura. She has some knowledge of how it works and the danger it poses. And may it help you and guide you to find the right path to protect this city and our kind and make us prosperous again.
So either which way this night falls, you will leave us with.
I gave my word to Elizabeth. But things have changed. If I survive this night in the form that I am now, and if it is I am needed in this city, I shall stay, as long as needed be. But I do believe, whatever happens, if I shall remain a prince, it must be because I have earned that title, not because of who my sire was. I have to walk the walk and not just talk the talk.
And we will see if you will be the first of your name, Mr. Falcone.
Thank you.
What the night takes. Either
Now I
which
shall
way,
talk.
our prince will.
And a new one might arise. I shall talk to the Autumn Knight now, the Fae General, and see what he has to say about my plans. You could also know them. I would like to open up with a general distraction, weeding out some of the defenses before we try to slip in.
I'll work with you as your enforcer.
Yeah.
My chider
Good.
is keeping an eye on our newest members.
Excellent. Let's then
She almost
convey with our allies.
Fucking Lasamba.
May I ask just the storyteller, what date is it today? It's autumn, right? It's like it's. Yeah. Can I pick a date? Can we pick a date?
You can pick a date.
How about let's just say let's say just like technically speaking, let's say it is. No, I'm thinking more that.
The 13th.
October, let's say the 24th of October.
Write it down.
Is that okay?
Write it down. Someone write it down.
I feel like there's some significance to this.
Some significance. I feel it.
Do you want to know why it's significant?
Yeah.
Because on the 25th of October is St. Crispin's Day. St. Crispin's Day.
What's St. Crispin's Day?
It's a saint's day. The importance of it is that the eve before the Bosworth Field, King Henry V makes the St. Crispin's Day speech.
Well, that's how you have it.
We few, we happy few, we band of brothers.
Oh, look at him. I love it.
Nerd. No.
Nerd. All right. So, well, there, you see this little exchange a couple of meters away from you.
Yeah,
with the
and
dagger.
as that is going on, I'm just going to give a nod to, because there will be small ones, but
Yeah.
they're not going to enter. But just give them a nod to keep an eye, and if anyone should leave, follow them.
They bow.
Because I was on Rind, I'm in the graveyard, right?
Oh no, you're down. You're down on the
Okay.
bottom. You
Down
can
on the bottom,
The
okay.
path up this.
Yeah, you do not. No, do not want to go up on the graveyard until they have to.
Very
Trust me
well.
on that one.
No problem. So yeah,
The whole-
You know the place. It's pretty much around the area where you chopped the head off the.
Yeah. I think I'm sitting on a bench and just sort of
The
with
whole.
the dog, sort of just sitting by my side.
And the whole area feels bitter and wrong and tainted. As now the prince walks over to you with the other undead called Catalina.
I haven't seen I haven't seen this dog before, have I? It's not the one dog I've seen once before, right? No.
No, this is not the white one, not Snow.
Nope.
This is
This is
some
the-
dog.
It's a dog.
It's a mutt. Looks like sort of just a mutt.
I walk over and I give a bow. Well met, Autumn Night. Ally.
As he
We meet
bows,
again.
I then rise.
You meet again my enforcer, Catalina, of the clan of Bruja. I thought we should have a little quick strategy sessions before we start our endeavor. You're both warriors. I am not. So I would like your thoughts on the matter and your input.
Well,
we know
let's
that
step into this and just sort of nods back a little bit to side street, just out of the light.
Yep. Well,
And
we'll step back and
as I'm standing there, because they can't see.
no, we see the man.
No.
Well, I don't know what Catalina can. She might have all specs. I don't know.
Mm.
I'm just gonna say, Shadow, step out.
Have you seen Shadow before?
No, none of them.
No, I don't think so.
No.
I think I've seen him and I've seen one other. I think I saw Dexter.
Yeah.
Once.
Yeah, you might have seen a biker dude at some point, but
Yeah,
it's
probably.
never
But
any form.
probably do not take any
Maybe
credit
you've
for
seen-
that.
Maybe Snow. She is very, very tall. She's clearly of his kind, and not so much of a pointy nose, more like she's very more pooled, and she's got curves and lines in her skin. Huge, muscly warrior. And Katarina goes,
My lady.
"Puta di madre." She's like,
And Christopher thinks, oh, come on, keep it in your pants, Catalina.
he's like, damn.
I brought my enforcer as well.
Banana.
She looks down at them. Prince, she said.
Thank you. Well, what I know is that the place is protected by the spirits of the dead, corrupted by the evils of the pit. Hopefully, I have two people with me, two kindred, who might shed some knowledge of how to protect yourself from that, but I would not bank on it. I have at my disposal several waves of, what shall we say, distractions that can keep them occupied and buy us time and wheedle out a bit the defenses. What we're going to go into, as I explained to you with a map, is a labyrinth that is not so much stone as it is alive, or perhaps unalive is a more correct term. It can twist shapes and lead us astray. Now, hopefully, we have Mr. Locke, who will, at least a little bit, make it easier, as he is allowed to come and go. But I would not bank on it, not for long. It's not a ruse that will hold up for a long time. But if the majority of the defenses are occupied, throwing themselves, gorging themselves on the pawns marched in to battle, hopefully our little strike force might find a way. Now, is this something that sounds like an okay strategy to your more experienced minds?
Anything that lives can only pay attention to so much. Your distraction will be a good starter. As we start heading in, our strike force might not be as small as you might expect it to be.
Have you brought warriors?
I just smile and just you can just hear sort of manic little bit laughing from the shadows, sort of just out of, you can't really see the creatures still, but they're there.
You see, the living are like magnets for these flies. They're rotting meat that they want to feast upon. My kind are empty vessels that can be controlled if we cannot resist. However, I'm sure your kind, being of a different nature from a different land, will be better suited to withstand such attacks.
He is not wrong, my king.
Well,
so we'll let
whatever is in there might be prepared for a fay or two, but not for what we have brought.
That's what I'm counting on. The Queen of Bones in her hubris believes her to be on top of things. Also, there's a little other trick that might help serve us well. After all, is it so unusual for a boy to go and seek and talk with his mummy?
He shadows just smiles weirdly. He speaks funny, this undead thing. Pray tell, King, what does he mean?
I told you they're interesting. In this
Now,
world, this Queen of Bones is a rather wretched thing, and in a twisted way is sought on to take children, in a way, though she cannot bear them. And this little Locke was her favorite little pet, at least for a while.
And a little part of one of her adopted ones. She'll pay her back for the betrayal and treachery she has committed. No, won't you, William?
If you're shouting, almost like hysterical beastly clawing. Again, these are nightmare creatures. This is like almost like she's very fascinated. I do not take offense. He looks at him.
And for a little moment, Christopher thinks,
It's not wrong. Well, if there is a ruse and if there is a way to trick or fool the undead, everything must be used. And when we fall in, dear king, do not expect everyone to enter the finish line, the hall itself. I pray tell both you kings of different domains to accept that fact. Warriors and souls will fall. Only the important ones matter. Only the ones that can make a difference this night matter. Do not fall weak. Do not make your heart shake in your chest if you hear the cries of the dying. Honor them with leaving.
What matters, and sort of raises his voice a little bit so the soldier's gonna, is the finish line, to make sure that victory is grasped at all and any cost. For if not, There will be no tomorrow. There will be no future. There will be no hope. We are what will make sure that there will be not only a tomorrow, but tomorrows after that, for eons to come, and not for this darkness, this wretchedness to win.
Oh, yeah, she shadows. She looks at the undead king. Can you align to this?
I can. We must do what must be done. When the sun sets tomorrow, it will be on St. Crispin's Day. And never then again will a day Crispin's Day go by that we shall not be remembered. From this day to the ending of the world, we in it we shall be remembered. We few, we happy few, we band of brothers. For he who shed his blood with me tonight shall be my brother, being near so wild. This day shall gentle his condition. We shall do what we must, my friends. Win or lose, one roll of the dice, that's all.
Intrigued, a little confused and impressed. Like, where did that come from?
Oh, like, I'm good at that too. Then we're gonna have 3 hours of doing great speech.
Yeah, we're just gonna have it's gonna be like slam poetry and just
one of the things Christopher did when he after he realized he'd been embraced, that he had been become true, he realized that he wasn't. I mean, yeah, he was a street thug, but he was recruited for his well, should we say, way to cutting through things. But he did feel a bit inferior, so he rolled in night class at college. business, history, and some light literature too. Well, roll noted his more rougher edges.
Do I have to roll etiquette to win this? No.
No, he kept it secret. I mean, after all, he had a reputation to uphold as one who, never did anything in school.
More casts have arrived. You still see the two twins, even though they're not. And you see the lock is being pulled out. You see they have started gathering the goons. Are you going to bring them through the old house?
Yeah, we're going to go check it. Because the map, we have a map. What kind of different entrances are there? What are the possibilities? We should also talk with Locke, of course, but...
Yeah, you have through the sewer system. You have through the sewer system.
And that's the way the Locke would probably enter, isn't it?
Yeah. He wouldn't go through the house.
No. So we'll send decoys through the house.
Yeah. And you have clearly the subway through the graveyard, but that's very hidden. They don't really know. But there's a path there, but the entry point is difficult to deduct. But he's told there is a path there.
Perhaps if your kind can have a look for that discreetly once we start moving in, to see if they can find that. The more ingresses we have, the better.
We can spare a few.
And little ones in scout hand.
Those we can spare. And I sort of look at her with the not knowing of, don't send too many of the little ones. I need to.
No. It's just a scouting party. Three at the most.
If there's a way in that way, we'll go there. If not, it's the sewers for all of us, and not just a little decoy.
No, the sewers have one entry point, but there are several entry points from that entry point.
We should take not the least used and not the most used. I would suggest, like, after we're going in for that point, we'll use one of the one the Locke is believable to use, but not the one he would use every night.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, that is all gaming that we didn't find a quicker route through the cemetery by that time. We'll see.
So
I know the player knows where the entrance is. Does that count?
So we find the
I'm just
gravestone with the notes. We
I'm just gonna read this. I'm just gonna read this diary real quick again. The one that I got from the hunter.
Snow is
Does she know?
Yeah, she knows.
Hmm. I
Well,
didn't know that.
but someone else knows, and at this point she arrived. Amber.
Ah,
Also, hasn't Shadow read books? Because I made Shadow read, through the diary.
Yeah.
If she knows this and keeps it, holds me.
But she focused on the powers and the danger. Fuck a
Oh,
hole
yeah.
in the ground. That's like.
let's go and talk with him. Let's go and talk with Amber as well. He will have to. She is the one that really needs to get into the final chamber. She must be protected at all costs. She is the one that will enact the ritual that will seal the pit.
I look to Shadow, the one I told you about.
We protect her.
Yes.
All cost.
All costs.
And make sure I bind myself to her.
Before we walk over there, I pause a moment and I look towards the Autumn Night, and I look up towards Cop Hill and the house on the top there. You ready now for the last charge?
There's a airy and sort of chilling smile on his face as he's gone from. You're not sure if he's actually lost it, or if it's bloodlust, or if it's the warrior side of him, but he looks genuinely excited.
Hoorah.
Good. But be aware. There's not enough rain in Massachusetts to wash the sins out of that house. But perhaps we just might spill enough blood to do it.
You can't clean away the things you call sins. They are not cleaned with water.
And there happens a strange conversation between the undead king.
Shall we? Let's not get bogged down in Catholicism right now, because no. Let me explain you what the baptism is.
Yeah, it's like, dude, it's like, no, that's not, no, because the camera's gonna pan up to the last little scene we're gonna have on the final little prelude to the last episode, as all the pieces are leading to their rightful place. You are moving through the city.
Mm-hmm.
Quickly, and you are sitting with Kirsten, and you're having your conversation. There's a sense of dread and doom in the car. And even though Shiv knows she's not alone, she's very much alone in the moment. All of this is on her shoulders.
There's a lot of stuff on her shoulders. More devils than anything else, I think, right now. Yep.
Does Shiv still want to be in control? Because I would still keep her there.
I think Shiv does, because Shiv wants to. She wants to keep Callisto as safe as possible before she's sacrificed. I don't fucking know. And then, yeah, life of Shiv is it's just so great. And also for the fear of what Daria actually knows, and I think she wants to be in control for as long as she can. She doesn't want to because it feels shitty, but she has to because it feels shitty. Ownership. Yeah.
You've driven through the city pretty fast, and all of a sudden you hear like car doors are being slammed, your car door is being opened, Callisto's being gracefully escorted out, and so are you.
Is
Just
anyone
staring at
handling Callisto, or is what is like? Sorry.
She's just being gracefully, like, no force.
Okay.
And you see, you are a very fascinating place because you are the entry point to the Queen of Bones domain.
Where?
Do
Are we
you
back to
remember
square
that-
one? to the building, or is it
No, you
the
asked that.
other entrance where we went for the crocodile? Like which of the
crocodile!
ones?
For the
Okay.
crocodile!
Okay, so not the main entrance, just a back
Not the
door.
main.
No,
Back door.
great. Love back doors. Yeah, let's go. Um,
PG.
you dirty mind, not mine.
Dirty mind.
There's a little song.
Dirty is the mind. Dirty is the mind. Remember.
Yes. Yeah.
This is turning into a different episode because Shiv is looking for backdoor action, and she will get it because there is a backdoor to the Queen of Bones lair. I know.
And cut.
Yeah.
And cut.
And cut and kill. No, you do not see. Well, you see actually that ghouls are carrying the sarcophagus in towards the pipe, the rather large like drainage pipe, and you see Hashimoto is almost like guiding and then like gesturing like for you to also come down.
I think as I walk, is there any way of like just can I do a quick? I know they've already. I don't care. Who cares about safety? I'll just go walk towards him. Yeah. Little Queenie, she is aware of my presence, is she not?
She is.
How much does she know?
Expect her to know everything by this point.
Not too much, I hope. So, that's a little disappointing.
Well, it guarantees her safety.
Okay, good to know.
And you enter, and slowly you enter the weird place where you first saw the Queen of Bones with her hobos putting on a Shakespeare show and a big pool of body of water with the pipes coming down. Now it looks a little bit different. Still pool of water, but they've built a massive steel ramp out to a drainage pipe that goes down. And they're now currently putting the sarcophagus to pull it up through the drainage pipe.
This is Aiden Trixie sarcophagus,
Yeah.
right? I'll just like explain this to me, please.
There is a very hidden way in to the pit. It is just beneath it. Excavation and planning has been done for quite some time, and now we can get very close to the dome, the room itself, but we can get there hidden
Through there.
through there.
I don't like getting muck on my dress. Show me the way.
Come with me. And as you walk towards it, you see something moving weirdly in the water.
We got beef.
Does she
I
hear
take
a
it.
clock
I
ticking?
take a break, and then I go kill her, and then I'll go. No.
I need a crocodile bag of shoes.
Is it a ticking clock in this crocodile as well?
No, it should be. It should be.
In Shiv's head, there is.
And as I think it's almost like it's a massive tube. It's an elevator going up and down. And some stuff is being moved. And again, Callisto stands with you there, and you feel the presence of baby girl in the water, ominous and slick, like this evening itself. Like something just beneath the surface is lurking with death and danger. Are you sure about this?
I think I'll just look down and squeeze her head. Not her head, sorry, her hand.
That's one way of just derailing everything.
Everything.
Take your head then.
Pop. No. God damn it. Oh, this is like turning into a shit show instead of something cool.
That's what
I
makes
made
it.
a sewer in a pipe so it fits perfectly. Oh my god.
I think we're all just trying to cope.
Yeah. Love it, you guys.
Yeah. Squeeze her hand and just look down and just like shake my head and a tear falls. I'm not sure if she sees that, but that's. If I could take back time, I would. But I'm too far in this. I don't see the end.
Way through. True shit. The end is true. And if you believe in your cause and your convictions, do not falter. Don't doubt.
I will never be certain. All I can do is believe and trust.
Some things are worth fighting for. It gives us promise over tomorrow.
Yes. I'll just.
Everybody gets it tomorrow. You're almost being like, now it's your turn to go up this very strange looking elevator device up the pipe. You hear shouting and like commands like, yes, go.
And instead of answering Callisto, she steps in.
Callisto gives a little panicky like shake. Stumbles for a minute. Can always remind you of some images of Anne Boleyn as she's walking to the scaffold. She's going to be beheaded as she steps in.
Thank you. Just pile it on. Pile on some more, why don't you?
Oh, come on. You ritually sacrificed so many women. Now you should be used to it by now.
Just.
Yeah, but now she knows
two.
The name. It's hard.
Just two.
Yeah.
Just two.
And they ascend into the dark. And on that note, we're all on the move, and this is the end of the little prelude to the last episode of this. Da, da, da. We
I'm
had some
not
burning
stress
slaves.
shooting, you're stressing.
Just shoot me now.
Well,
No.
who's gonna win?
No
I am.
one except you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still saying that I'm putting a solid 55% chance that the Queen of Bones is the one that walks away the winner here.
Oh, no, she's not. I'm gonna take that bitch down.
Okay, she might be killed, but she might still, like, her grand design is the one that seems more likely.
She's not winning.
No, she's gonna die. That's why. But I mean, but like her grand design is the one probably because I'm pretty sure that the three of us are gonna end up fucking up each other's, like not each other's, but our own goals. We're gonna do something really stupid that.
We're all gonna shoot ourselves in the leg and then run in different directions and just.
I have
We'll
so
all
many
fall
different-
into the pit and die. No,
I know,
not die, just limbo.
but I also feel certain that I generally don't think that Hashimoto has any bigger chance of succeeding than either one of us. Like he still has less chance than the Queen of Bones to be the one that's is left with some
percentage of the board.
Oh yeah, trust me.
I haven't got the clue who has the
We should have
greatest
taken
chance.
like bets on this.
It should be
And
taking bets like
started
Yeah.
early on and just see. I don't know how it would go up and down.
So
Someone would have.
if someone is watching this, we should have a poll, and they should like get rewards.
Yeah.
If they win or not. I haven't.
Yeah,
figured
I'll
that
I'll do a character design.
I mean, whatever we end up, whenever it's gonna be played in Boston after this, it's gonna be post-apocalyptic. I'm pretty sure that's gonna be like the Road Warrior.
Hunters.
Yeah, hunters.
Mad Max been in Boston.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing.
Hunters crossed.
Boston.
Hunters crossed. Like Hunters crossed with Twilight 2000.
So, but I think I don't know what I think. I don't want to say too much what I think. But I do think you guys also are thinking things that you're not telling me.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
course they are.
So many things, of course.
Of course they are.
I mean, I don't
So-
know. No.
I can't
never.
say much, and even though I know I'm in the know in a lot of things, but I know because you guys want to surprise me and you want to surprise each other, I think that might get everybody in trouble.
Oh yeah, it is.
But
It's
I love
definitely
that.
getting us
I
in trouble.
love that. I love that.
Yeah.
I'm fairly certain that I'm going to be the instrument of creating a lot of trouble, but I'm not going to take complete blame for it. I'm going to lay that at someone else's feet.
I think I'm not saying we're all gonna be, but I think more of us are gonna be, just
I
instruments
think
of trouble.
I was like on the road to what is it? The good intentions is paved with the road to what is it?
The road to hell is paved with good intentions.
Yeah, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. I think that will be something I'm going to think about a lot because I kind of know a little bit of. I can't say anything because I think.
And I love just me walking in, was just, no, it's for my people, it's the good intentions. Also, by the way, I ravaged like a big part of Boston on the way and just leave a lot of people insane
But
and mad.
Yeah,
But hey, from now on, you're only supposed to inspire people.
Yeah, from tomorrow we're great people tomorrow.
But tonight we're bastards.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. It's like if from a different creatures, like if this was hunters watching this and seeing vampires and nightmare creatures marching on, and they were like, yeah, anywhere but here, bus with Greyhound.
Yeah, I know
What do you
it's
mean?
transferred here, but I'm out.
Yeah.
I know
Someone
And
I
big
have
and
like,
eviction
big
letter.
and let's just like let them go and do their stuff, and whoever survives will pick them up.
Let them fight.
Yeah, that's fine. It's fine. It's
Yeah,
fine.
it's just like,
it's fine.
this is God's
Thunderdome!
right? We've seen that at this point.
Thunderdome, two men enter, and one man leaves, and then we kill that man.
Perfect. It's perfect. But again, dear players, thank you so much. We are nearly there. And
thank you.
One more,
scared.
and then we can hug it out, talk about it, disclose all the things and all the feels and all the stories and all the thoughts, because
It's gonna be so many gin tonics.
there's so many gin tonics.
It's like 3 years of more therapy, I think, because we've been in this for 3 years.
But this
3
is
years,
therapy, isn't it?
No,
Yeah.
it's not that long.
Yeah.
Before COVID.
We do this instead of therapy, right? Right?
Yeah, but like, it's
Yeah,
not
sure.
like I mean, I said
Sure,
like 3 years
let's
with
call it
with
that.
Hunter. Yeah, with Hunter. Yeah, 3 years with Hunter. This is
Yeah.
we're on the 3rd year with Hunter.
Yeah.
Good.
And I'm excited, to finally that I can say stuff and I don't have to worry about the fuck what I'm saying. And we have a dog, ladies and
We have a
gentlemen.
dog.
Tyrell has dog.
Yeah.
Surprise dog.
Someone is shamefully buttering up the storyteller. See?
Yeah.
Do you have a dog?
You have to
No.
show your
Look at
Daggers.
yourself, apparently.
You have to show
Yeah.
them. Taya,
Yeah.
Well,
you
I
have
catch
to
it.
bring
to-
them on. Like the last
bribing-
episode,
Yeah.
bring them.
Yeah.
Because right now they're allowed to roam a little bit free, and you can't really catch them because they think it's a game, so they run and hide and they have fun.
Well, I'm
Right.
just saying, next time, the more animals I see in the beginning, the higher the odds are you're going to get to survive. So pony up your animals, peeps.
I'm
'cause-
going to borrow all of the animals.
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm going to have a dog because I need it. So to support an animal. But on that note, Thanks so much for your comments, likes, and follows. Thanks for you guys that follow us since the beginning. That's crazy to me. And we're there. One more, and then that's all she wrote. Bob's your uncle. The fat lady sang. We're out. And one or more of these players' characters might not see another night or day. We'll see. But that's next episode's problem, not today.
Yeah,
so I don't know.
Future problems.
And like me and Marianne try to keep explaining Daniel, since we have actually completed a chronicle with Katrine before. The goal is to die, because generally the other option is worse!
Do you see how eager they are? Like, we just have to die before she does anything worse.
Yeah, like, that's gonna be easy.
Suicide is an option, right? Sure.
No. Too easy. Alright,
You don't want no, nobody dies in boss right now. Stay dead.
Exactly, we need to make sure that dying is actually a good option, because right now it isn't.
No, it isn't. It really isn't. It's oblivion, or you're stuck here forever. So don't die.
So
don't die. No. Well, on that note, take care of one another and stay safe. And don't do what these guys do. Bye.
Nope. Bye.